Good
Good morning, Edwin.
Yes.
How are you?
Good morning, Owen. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Uh,
All right. Are you following me, first of all? Are you following me on TikTok?
I believe so. I would think so. I
Ah,
think I followed you.
ah.
Have you checked that I didn't follow you? I think
Okay.
I followed you. If I didn't follow you, I will see at the top that I have not followed you. I followed you.
All
You
right.
know,
All right. So where are you
I'm
watching from?
hmm?
Where are you watching from?
uh, uh, Currently I'm in the US at the moment. So,
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I'm more I don't know. I think I've always sensed some kind of I I I I think I tend to consider myself somewhat l- spiritual to a point, but
Okay.
not practically spiritual. You
All right.
understand? I believe
Yeah,
in
yeah.
things. I try to explore and say, you know what, you know. But you see, when I
Okay.
said the third eye, I think these days we talk. You know, I was talking with someone on TikTok, and we are talking about the third eye, and I understand that people see that word as they don't feel comfortable using that word. They feel
Oh, okay.
they feel they associate it
Demonic,
with evil.
yeah, occultic, that kind of
Yeah,
vibe. People get that kind of vibe. So yeah,
but
yeah. For
and
me,
I was
my own
telling some.
view, my own view is that I don't want people to confuse my own idea of
True,
spirituality. So that's why um, I don't believe that there's an I. What I believe is
true,
it's
true.
your mind.
Yeah, I think
It's your
that was just a
mind, it's your spiritual
representation
eye.
of what you're right.
Yes, yes. They call it the mind eye. They call it mind. So just
hmm
to, clear all doubt from people who will be watching me. And
Is there anything? One thing I started asking before: is there anything wrong with wanting to explore your spiritual eyes?
no, uh, did you see what she said? I mentioned something about hair. She said that's what she's good at. She never learnt it from anybody. She's good at it, and sometimes she considers, going into a business with that. If you go and watch my other videos, you see me, I mention people's name, mention their problem, the source of their problems,
hmm
and so I'm spiritual in nature. Spirituality is natural. The same way you brush your teeth, you exercise, you eat food, you learn a skill, you play games, you should also develop your spiritual side. For me, the purpose of religion should be development of your spiritual side. But no, religion only talks about worshiping one god somewhere or one goddess or one
hmm
spirit somewhere. That's for me, that's garbage. True religion is getting in touch with your spiritual side, developing your
hmm
spiritual side, developing your spiritual gift. That's what
That's true.
religion should be
If I
all
may ask
about
you
for
one
me.
question,
Okay.
while you were discovering yourself, did you get support to build you up, like a spiritual, maybe a
Entity.
friend, a family, or someone that drew you
Oh,
closer and helped you develop yourself?
all right.
Because
Me,
remember
my
that
own
if
spiritual.
you
Continue, continue.
remember that hmm Remember that some people, when that spiritual eyes opens naturally to them, they get scared because they see beyond what they're supposed to see.
Yes,
So
yes,
expressing
yes.
it can be very daunting because you remember we are Nigerians. To a point, there are
Mm-hmm.
certain things you will express if you're not under a supervision
Touch,
of
yeah.
people can start naming you and thinking you're
Yeah.
evil, you're
Demonic,
this,
yeah,
so
demonic.
might need the assistance. Huh? Yeah,
All right.
you know. So that's why you see a lot of people have that spiritual eye, but they suppress it because of the fear of what if after saying all this, people turn against me because of what I said, because they don't have the guidance or the supervision of or somebody. Somebody has to help you develop. That's what I think. You know.
Oh, okay. All right. Personally, in my own spiritual journey, I've had my spiritual eyes open when I was young, but I didn't know what it was because I can remember when I was young, very very young,
Mhm.
I would look at people and I would just see their names, see their problems, see things about them.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it was like like a movie where the movie they can wear like a glass. The glass will just give the information
Yes.
about like about something of that nature. So I was just looking at people, and I was just be seeing it, seeing it, seeing it. I didn't know what it was. So um, I kind of lost touch with it. I didn't even take it as anything because then I did not know of anything like that. So when I was in secondary school, just
Mhm.
one, although from primary school, I loved cartoons. I loved
Mhm.
cartoons. So I love X-Men, anything else to do with superpowers. And
Mhm.
somehow, the Professor X can read mind, Jean Grey, they have different kind of superpowers. So I used to
Mhm.
wish I could have those abilities. I didn't know if it was possible or not, but somewhere inside me, I wished it was. Then, then as I grew, I realized I could tell people things, and it would happen according to how I said.
Good.
I was
Sorry, let
shocked.
me just greet somebody quickly before they think. I don't want
Oh,
it to feel like ignored. Good morning, Juliet. Sorry, you know me, Juliet. I don't look at the message section. Go ahead, Fat.
okay. So, I realized I could do that, and that got my interest. That I began to go myself. I just do myself. I didn't have anyone to
Mm.
walk me through to explain anything to me. I was just on the path of discovery. I want to understand what makes it possible for me to tell someone that if you go to a place at 8 o'clock, this is what I want to meet there. And the person goes there, and what I say to the person happens. So I realized my words could come to pass. And I began to engage in spiritual exercises. I began to fast. I began to pray, meditate, and little by little, I could see that I could get information about people. I could know their thoughts. I could know their thoughts. I could know things about them without them telling me. So my own journey was all by myself. I didn't know people could do it. It was until this junior secondary school, senior secondary. It was until when I was in university, I was in 100 level, first year in university. That's when I saw people, I saw people doing it. And I was like, I didn't know them personally.
Mm.
I was like,
Still
so
here.
there are people like me because I felt I was strange. I felt I was strange. There was a time I did a meditation. I was meditating on angels, and I meditated. I was doing 7 hours meditation with fasting
Mm.
for a month. I realized one time in my room, the windows were locked, the doors were locked, and in my ceiling, I was looking up. I saw a feather appeared physically, like I saw it appeared, then it came down and landed.
Mhm.
When I saw it,
Wow.
another
I'm here. I'm listening. It's like,
time it became frequent. It became so frequent. Anywhere I am, I see either I'm indoor or I'm outdoor. If I was outdoor, people would say I was flying. So it was when I saw it, I went online and I saw people have same experiences. I was like, wow, wow, this is amazing. So my own journey was a self-taught journey for me, a self-taught journey, and I developed myself by myself. But it's actually
That's
good
good.
to have someone. It's good to have someone to mentor you and to teach you. It makes it easy and faster. Because what took me
Mm-hmm.
years, for example, I see vision. I can prophesy. I can mention people's name, mention details about them, and it took me years to develop myself because I didn't have anybody to guide me. But now I train people to do it. I have a prophetic school where I teach people to do it. So what took me years, if I teach someone if I teach someone now, two techniques of
Mm-hmm.
how to see vision, immediately, that same day, the person will start seeing vision and start prophesying. So having a mentor, having a support, having a guide, physical in you won't
You
think,
know, mostly, mostly, mostly in an
yeah,
environment whereby I say mostly in an environment whereby if you're not careful, you know, some of the Nigerian society, they can brand you anything as soon as possible, even if you told the truth and it happened, because
yes,
you are not under supervision or anything. They can brand
yes,
you to be
yes, yes.
anything
For example,
that you're not.
myself, for example, myself, if you go to my TikTok account, if you, I have
Yeah,
three pinned videos. My pinned videos, I emphasize on the fact that I am not a Christian. I do not associate with religion. I am spiritual but not religious. And yet people are following me. I have over 24,000 followers, despite the fact I made it clear of who I am and my belief. So
mm,
the thing is, you would eventually find an environment where people who have the same mindset, who believes in you or who can accommodate your belief, they would eventually come around. They will eventually come around you. So spirituality is beyond religion, is beyond any thou shalt not do this or this is your God. No, really, spirituality should be natural. Spirituality should be development of your spiritual side.
yeah,
So it does not matter your environment. It does not matter how people will see you. They may call you occultic. They may call you the devil. Call you names. You should not be moved by that. You should not be moved by
yeah.
that.
Because a lady I met on TikTok, she's about 74 years old. She's
Oh,
from,
okay.
she's from I think she's from the island of Antigua. I think so. We were talking and she was like,
Okay.
so I asked her, I said, how can I open my spiritual eyes? She was trying to teach me, and a Muslim lady just came in and was so frustrated with us. So I told her, okay, I understand it's a general platform. We're not going to discuss it on this, since this is not it's not mine and it's not hers. We're not going to discuss it
Wow,
here.
Pac-Man. Pac-Man. Owen. Can you see Pac-Man? Pac-Man, thank you. You sent me additional act. Pac-Man is
Pacman.
a spiritual, yes, he's a spiritual mentor. You need to follow him. Go and watch his videos. He does levitation. He does he does all kinds of superpower, like no, telekinesis, and it's wonderful. Thank you, Pac-Man. Thank you for joining my life.
Pacman, I just followed you.
You must follow Pac-Man. No, your mind will be blown. You will understand what real spirituality
You know,
is, and it
so
teaches people how to develop their spiritual gifts and express superpowers. It does it. So thank you, Pac-Man.
Pacman,
All right,
I
continue,
just
Owen. So
followed
the
you.
most Oh, all right. So Owen, continue. You were saying you asked someone about how you can open your spiritual
Yeah,
eyes.
and
Then the Muslim was disturbing you.
he was trying to give me an idea of, I think it was an idea of how to do it and all that, which we are still in contact. So we decided, don't worry, let's not argue with the religious person that just
On
came
public,
in
yeah, yes,
in
yes.
public, because
Religious
we're
people
not going
are
to be
not
right.
tolerant.
Even if we think she's wrong, we're not going to be right. She's not going to be right. So what's the need? So we just decided to
Mm.
end it politely, and we never argued with her. We just respectfully not do it, and we left it alone. I did remember to ask her one question though. I said, have I ever challenge your religion? She said no. I said, okay, no problem. So we'll leave it here. We're not going to do anything. But, it's been for me, look, I'm just like, I tell people, I'm just like every other person. I have my ups, I have my downs. So I'm just human, you know.
Okay, okay.
Sometimes uh, the journey is a long journey. The journey can be a short one also. It all depends
Yes, it can be
on
short. If you get
who we are.
mentors, if you can get a mentor who can teach you through spirituality and developing your spiritual gifts, it's going to be very, very fast. Very, very fast. Fast in in the sense that you would have
So,
the right information, you know how
yeah,
to, the correct practices, the food you should eat, the food you should not eat, you know how to meditate, because all these gifts works with meditation and practice.
I
That's how you
suppressed
develop
mine
spiritual
long
gifts.
time ago. I think when I was younger was when I noticed mine, but I decided to suppress it because no one in my family or as at that moment, I didn't have no guidance. And my fear was, will I be branded? Because that's the next thing that will happen. Before you know, they brand you
Definitely.
with a name.
Religious people would come at you. Religious people will
Exactly.
come at you there
So I
anyhow.
suppressed it very well, suppressed it, you know. And sometimes when you
Oh,
suppress certain things, it will know you don't want. If it look like you're rejected something, after a while, it goes
yes,
down.
it will go off.
It,
Yeah, it go off.
yeah, it goes off, and
You have to
because the person,
reawaken yourself again.
yeah. So it might still hang around, but you have to accept you reactivate it. But it goes
Yeah,
off after
your
a while because when
consciousness of the
yeah,
gift.
because you know the ones that those type of gift are like you said, when it's already there, they come very strong. So sometimes it's better to just, you know, I think with like you were lucky, you know. My time was very rough where I just didn't, it's like you were saying something earlier. You see things, you see names, you can tell what's gonna happen. But the fear is, what if you tell this person something is bad is gonna happen? But some people are
Ah,
very emotional.
let me give you a gist. Let me give you a gist. Let me give you a gist. When I was in SS1 and I was in boarding school, Federal Government
Hmm.
College, Janike, Lagos, and there was this guy. His father is rich, and he had provision in his box and all of the rest. So then I had this Christian mentality. I believed in. I was Christian. Believed that it's Christianity that can give those gifts. So I
Hmm.
was trying to preach to this guy because he's a Muslim. As I was trying to preach to him, he did not pay attention to him, and I told him, "You have a box and you have a very strong padlock, those strong padlock." I told him, when you leave and come back, you will not see any of your provision in your box. That's crazy. He had two strong padlocks.
Hmm.
So I said that to him. Everybody in the room heard me. So it was on a Sunday. So we went out for service. The hostel was locked. Then in the afternoon after service, we came back into the house. Guess what?
Hmm.
His box was still locked and secured. But when he opened it, all his provisions were gone. All his provisions were gone. So in the afternoon, I have forgotten. But as I walked into his room, so his roommate, I sensed the countenance was kind of
Off.
sad. So when I got there,
Hmm.
they now started calling me Prophet of Doom, Prophet of Doom, Prophet of Doom.
You see?
So they were calling me Prophet of Doom. I prophesied a bad thing, and the bad thing happened. They called me Prophet of Doom when I was young. So the thing I didn't pay attention. I don't pay attention to people. I don't pay attention to negative people. When I see people don't accept me, accept my gift, or call me negative names, some people call me fake. There was this guy. I mentioned specific details about this guy. And the guy wanted to report me to the police. He said I was spying on his life, that there is no way I would have known those details about him unless I am spying on him. He called me a spy. He wanted to arrest me. So I've seen a lot of things, but the thing what helped me was that I locked my mind from negative people, negative comments. If you watch my comment, if you watch my TikTok comment, people call me fake. People say, if I'm a true person and I can truly do or see vision, I should tell them. I will tell them that me, I'm fake. Yes, I'm fake. What I'm doing is fake. Leave me alone. Simple. Leave my TikTok. So I built that resilience over me, around me. So when I see people don't accept me for who I am, I just let them go. All my friends, I've deleted all their numbers from my phone because they are Christians. They are Christians,
Yeah,
and
you got on
obviously,
people are not ready for that spiritual side because spirituality can be very invasive. They feel like you're trying to invade their private, their secret life, but they forget
yes,
to know that
yes, yes,
sometimes
yeah,
spirituality can also serve as a warning, can also serve as a guide
yeah,
uh, to
yeah,
prevent and
yeah.
to help you get
Future
to a goal.
negative things,
But
yeah,
they normally just
yeah.
see, they become very defensive because some of them don't want you to see what they don't want the whole world to see. So they stay away from it.
Yeah,
I,
private,
I tell people,
yeah,
if the
that's true.
spiritual could see anything about me, it's what it is. It was meant to be saw. It was not something I could control. It wasn't meant for me to hide at the end of the day. So how I go about it is my personal decision. I don't have to challenge it. I
Yeah,
don't have to defend it. I don't have to be mad at it. I either do what I have to do or I ignore it. And if it whatever happens, that's my responsibility. But it's just the people are so into the defensive part of it, you know, and they
yes,
gotta
yes.
understand we're human.
Religion.
Just because
Yeah, continue. I'll talk when you're
just,
done.
just because I said six things and one of them seems off, but five is accurate, they will still use
Yes,
that
yes.
one that's a little bit
That
off.
one that you
That
missed,
they
they
want to
say you
run
are
with.
fake. You're
Yes,
fake.
I know them. It's nothing
Yeah.
new. That's human for you. I don't blame.
Yes,
I always tell
yes,
people, don't
definitely.
blame them.
Definitely.
Remember, you're dealing with you, somebody uh, who is of the carnal self, who only is just ordinary, does not have your same ability. So think about it. You
Hmm.
expect them to see or understand what you understand. It's like it's not,
At all,
you
at
know,
all. It's very foul. And
they're
what
not going to
makes
be
it
able to see.
worse? What makes it worse? Yeah, what
Hmm.
makes it worse is the fact that religion, especially Christianity and Islam, they don't give room for tolerance. So
Yeah,
anything that is not found in religion, anything that does not come from them, they target demonic, they target the devil.
yeah, they target
Anything
them. That's what they
that is
do.
not part of them or not being there, they take them out. That's why you see those weak people where you said in those days who were called witches and killed, they were called what were lies. Those were all
Mhm.
lies. Because of intolerance of Christianity and Islam, they killed a lot of people. People who were spiritually gifted. It's just so sad. So religion does not give that room for tolerance. Religion. That's why I hate religion. Religion has done more harm. Oh no, no, really, and I hate religion with passion. I hate religion with passion.
That's true. It doesn't give that. It's always about is it that they think is it that there or there. So sometimes it can be very tricky.
Yeah.
Are you scrolling instead of sleeping again?
So that's one thing.
So
You know.
wow. Thank you. I like this discussion. I'm going to post this discussion on YouTube, my YouTube, and yeah, YouTube will be the best because we've spoken for a long time. So YouTube will be the best place to post this discussion. People need to be enlightened. They need to come out from that cage of religion. That cage of religion.
Okay.
Samantha, you're right. Yes, human nature criticize what they don't understand.
Yeah. And it's always that way. You criticize it. I always tell people this. When the spiritual says something, for you, just imagine it as okay. Whether I believe it or not, whether out of 6 things that were said,
Yes.
5 is correct, and if it doubts
and 5 came out.
You know, for the fact that even 1 is correct,
1 was correct. Know that it shows something.
That it shows that the spiritual eyes was opened, but people don't see it that way. Yeah. So it's what it is.
It's just like the doctors, the natural doctors. The doctor would tell someone, okay, we're going to go into surgery. After this surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And person will still die. Yet, they won't say the doctor is fake. They won't say the doctor is bad. Just like motor cars and airplane. You know, a plane can crash any time of the day. But yet, people are still traveling by plane. But when it comes to spiritual folks like us, they say we are fake.
Do you know that before I never knew there was something called minor surgery.
Okay.
As a Nigerian, every surgery that we do is surgery. So there's nothing like minor. It was when I came to this part of the world where the doctor says minor surgery. You know what they mean by minor surgery? All those appendix, all those different cuts, they would do it the same day. And they will tell you to go home the same day. I can't say, hold on, though. I knew when I was growing up in Nigeria. It's
strange.
This is not how they do surgery. If they cut finish, they will tell you 1 week, 1 month, you will not function. So why is it different? And I thought to myself, like, why is this so? Why do these people always label this thing minor this, minor that? You know, they will do hernia, they will do appendix, they will do a lot of surgery. They will label it minor. They'll just tell you, don't eat this, don't eat this, don't eat that. You know, if you have any issue, dial 911 and come to the emergency room. And people will go home. Imagine doing a surgery in a few hours and going home 5 hours or 3 hours or 2 hours after. Say, You know, so that same mindset is the same mindset that people who don't understand the spiritual eyes. That's the same thing they have. Because you are thinking, I know it's not possible. That thing that's impossible to your eyes is the fact that 1, 2, 3, even 1 is possible. Think about it. This person doesn't know you in life. You have never come across that person in your life.
Yeah.
And they said,
that person is telling you things about you.
Exactly. How would that person be able to tell you something about you that is true? Wouldn't it? Mostly you just came abruptly. It's not like you scheduled it. You didn't schedule it. Not to think of because you scheduled it. The person went on
and they just followed me. They didn't know me before. The thing is, they didn't even know me before. They're just meeting me for the first time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The person did not go and study your Instagram, did not go and investigate your life. So how would they have known? You understand? So it's to me, like you said, when people do that, you ignore them. The ones you want to block, you block them. The ones you want to delete, you delete them. That's why, look, people know me. Come to my message section. If you come to my message section, you comment on any of my posts, I will not even have time to talk to you. I'll just delete it.
No, me, I leave it.
Because
I leave it.
I'm not gonna,
I leave it.
I would not give you.
Or
I will not
I
give
can
you
say,
enough energy.
oh, okay. Me, I leave it. But I actually leave it. I don't mind because the thing is, the more you have followers, the more you meet all kind of people. So you may not have time to be deleting.
The reason why I delete such bad comments at times is you gotta notice one thing. You see, good. If you were to say good things now, good things do not get as much traction or response as bad things. So this person is diverting that attention. Is diverting that attention to themselves. You understand? That's why I don't give that person the opportunity to get it. You know, you cannot come to my place and want to divert attention to yourself. So I will delete you so that I will delete and block you so that you do not get no attention from my page. If you want attention, go to your page and create that attention to yourself. So that same comment, go and comment it on your page or go and make it something on your page. Generate that attention on yours. Don't come to mine to generate it. You know, and I know everybody, like you said, you do it differently. I do it differently because I just feel like I don't want to give gas or fuel to somebody who's negative, and so that he can think all of a sudden now you come to social media.
It's your decision.
Yeah,
it's your decision, and I respect that. It's your decision, so it's your choice.
Yeah, I don't have time to give you that notion of you thinking you waste my time or you come to my own personal page or my thing to come and comment your rubbish. I will look. I know what to do to you. I'll block you immediately, delete your stuff, and get out, so that you know. So I can continue
I block
what I'm
people
doing.
on my life, on my TikTok life. When I notice someone is speaking negative, I just block you, so it won't affect my own vibe.
Do you know that people, even when I have a show with people on TikTok, when they come to my page, one thing they don't do is comment. You know, because they know that I will click and click and click you out. And that's it. I will not tolerate. I don't mind if you're passing by. Even if you are somebody that hates me and you're passing by, I will not do you anything. Just don't leave any comments. Pass by like you're passing by. Keep it walking. I will respect you enough and say, okay, you're passing by, no problem. You know, it's like if your enemy is passing by your street, are you going to go and stop middle or stop the enemy? I don't pass by my house. Go back.
So
that's the same way I do. So if you're passing by, pass by. I will not stop you. But if you stop and try to say fem, I will fem you out of my life immediately. I will block you, mute you, and everything. That you will never be able to come to my life. You know? So, you know, it's I feel like it's more easy to avoid negative energy than to confront or accommodate negative energy. Because you're accommodating them by letting them stay. Because guess what? That person said one thing. Another person is going to comment under what he said. Whether challenging or supported.
Will follow.
You see? Exactly. Because you're giving that person the opportunity to ferment their negative energy on your page. Now, some people are supporting it, some people are fighting against it. But if you had deleted it and blocked them, they will not get that same traction. That attention, they will not get it. Remember that whenever anybody comment under that person, it sends them a notification that somebody supported their notion or commented under their comment. So that's how you know that people get attention from commenting or doing what they do. So that's why I do not give anybody the opportunity to use my platform as a place for their garbage. You know where to dump garbage, not in my house. Go dump garbage in a garbage place, not me. So that's like you said. I respect yours also for the fact that you don't care, you leave it there. Good. I just have I don't have that much
negative energy.
for negative energy, I will block you out. Trust me. People that don't like me, sometimes when I'm on live, they pass by. I let you be because who am I to stop you from passing by?
Definitely,
You
yes.
know?
And the thing
No,
is, those
I'm
people
not
who are
going to stop you.
doubting now, tomorrow they will change and start believing. That's another possibility as well. Those who are negative
Hmm.
now, tomorrow they will start believing.
Well, it's been nice talking to you.
And you
I,
too, you too.
you know, let me. I see a lot of people want to come up. Let me let them come up.
Let me bring them up. All right. Thank you so
Take
much. I
care.
really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you so much.
Me too.
Nice
Bye bye.
meeting you.
You
All
too.
right, bye.